Guys, in my today's video I'll be showing you how to make an Android application. Using this app you will be able to control your Arduino through Bluetooth. Before we get started, I have a small announcement. We have officially crossed 2000 subscribers and 3 lakh views. All thanks to you for showing the love and support. I hope so that we cross 5000 subscribers soon. Now without any further delay, let's start today's video.
So this is my previous video where I have already shown the circuit diagram and Arduino code. Today's video is completely focused on making this app. So let's get started. To make our app, we're going to use MIT App Inventor. So go ahead and search that in Google or any browser. We're going to use the first link. After that, click on Create Apps. Now it's going to ask you to sign in with your Google account. So just sign in. So if you're using it for the first time, it's going to ask you to accept the terms and services. Do that, and next it's going to give you a blank area and some tutorials. So you can just go and close this. Now you can click on Start New Project and name it as Bluetooth. Now here space doesn't work, so if you try giving a space, it tells you you cannot use space, so you can use underscore LED. I'm gonna name the app Bluetooth LED. Hit OK, and then you can open the app. Now let's take an overview of what we have over here in the App Inventor. So on the very left side you have a palette which has various components classified into different types, such as user interface, which has buttons, checkbox, labels. Then you have layout, which has some horizontal arrangement and table arrangement to keep your user interface objects on the screen in a particular place. Then you have maps, then sensors, and some more components. On the right side over here, you can see the components tab, and under here all the components that you add to the app appears here. On the very right side you have the properties tab. So if you click on any component, it's gonna give you the properties for that particular component, and you can change the settings. To do the code, you will have to go to blocks. Then over here you can make code blocks and make your app. So let's get started by bringing in a label, and I'm gonna name it welcome. I'm gonna change the font size, the font type. Okay, now I want this welcome to be in the center of my app. So I'm gonna go to layout and use an arrangement. I can use horizontal or vertical, it doesn't really matter, but I'm also gonna add a button to the main screen. So I want them to be aligned below each other. I don't want them side by side. So I'm gonna use the vertical arrangement. Now I'm gonna make its height to 200 pixels. I'm gonna change the width to fill parent. That means it's gonna change the width to the size of screen of your phone. Hit OK. Then you can drag the welcome inside vertical arrangement. Then go back to vertical arrangement and change the horizontal alignment to center. You can also change the vertical alignment to center. Now I'm gonna go to user interface and add a button. I'm gonna put this button below welcome, and I'm gonna name it next, so that it indicates that this button can be used to go to the next screen. Now I'm gonna change the font size to 24, actually 20 or 18. We'll go with 20. Font can be italic, bold. You can change the background color to blue or anything you want. I'm gonna keep it none. Actually, I'm gonna keep it black. Now I'm gonna keep it gray. So the next thing we're gonna do is add a gap between welcome and next. So to do that, I'm gonna just add an arrangement between them and change its height. So I'm gonna change its height to 20, which is a good enough space. Yeah, so we are done with our main screen, guys. Now we have to go to the next screen, that is screen number 2. So you'll go on the top over here and add a screen. You can add screen 2. You can name your screen anything. I'm gonna just keep it default. And also there's a very important thing. What you can do over here is go back to screen 1, or actually any screen, and as you're making your app, you can actually keep a track on your phone how your app looks on the mobile phone. So you can go to connect and click on AI companion. So when you click here, it's gonna give you a QR code. Then you can go to your phone, download the MIT App Inventor app on Play Store and scan this QR code. Then you can actually see how your app looks in real time while making it. The next thing we're going to do is go to screen number 2. So now I'm going to make the screen. I want 2 things over here. I want a button to connect with Bluetooth of my Arduino, and I want the second button to turn on and off my LED. Now there are 2 ways in turning on the LED. The one is you keep holding the button, it turns on. You release the button, it turns off. And the other way is there are 2 buttons to control the LED. You press on one, it turns on the LED. To turn it off, you press the other button. So let's start by inserting a list picker, because when we are going to connect to the Bluetooth, it's going to give us a list of Bluetooth devices around us. So we'll add that first. I'm going to change its name to connect to Bluetooth. Now there's one more thing. In the component section, you can see it has been labeled as list picker. You can keep it default, or you can rename it to the same name of your button or the list picker. This just makes it more convenient when you're coding, so that you don't have to keep a track what's list picker 1 called on the main screen of your phone. So I'm gonna just rename it connect to. And by the way, guys, this does not appear on your phone, so it doesn't really matter, but it's just for your own convenience. Now let's add a button. This button is going to be called on/off. Now I'm going to add the layout and use a vertical arrangement. This time I'm going to change the height to fill parent and the width to fill parent as well. When I change the alignment of my vertical arrangement to center for vertical and horizontal, it keeps the list picker and button, both the things, in the center of the phone. Now I need a small gap between both of these. I'm going to add a small arrangement, a horizontal arrangement, and put a 10 pixels gap between it. So yeah, this looks good enough. You can increase the button size and change any of those properties. It's all up to you. I'm going to now go back to, now I'm going to go to blocks to start coding. So the first thing we're going to code for the screen 1. Let's go to blocks. So here we have a very simple screen, a welcome message and a button. The button is gonna take us to the next screen. So let's go to the blocks, click on button. When button 1 dot click, what happens? Let's go to control. It's gonna open a new screen. So open another screen, and what's the screen name? You'll have to go to text and add this empty text over here. Now in the screen name, you'll have to type the screen name as it is, and it is case sensitive, so be careful guys, or else it won't work. So we are done with the first screen. The code has been done. So as soon as you click on next on your phone, it's gonna go to the next screen. Now let's go to the second screen. In the blocks, we're gonna go to connect to Bluetooth, and over here we're gonna insert when connect to Bluetooth dot before picking. Over here we're gonna go to Bluetooth again. We're gonna find for connect Bluetooth dot elements. Connect to Bluetooth dot set elements. And over here, so guys, we actually forgot to insert the Bluetooth client, so we'll have to go back and go to connectivity and add Bluetooth client to it. This is a non-visible component, guys, so it won't appear on your screen, but it's just gonna appear below the phone and in the component section. So you're gonna go back to blocks, go to Bluetooth client, and Bluetooth client 1 dot addresses and names. Now we're gonna go back to connect to Bluetooth, add when connect to Bluetooth dot after picking, then we're gonna go to connect to Bluetooth again and look for set connect to Bluetooth dot selection 2. In here we're gonna go back to Bluetooth client again, Bluetooth client dot connect address, and then we're gonna go back to Bluetooth and search for Bluetooth dot selection. Yes, so guys, we are done with setting up the Bluetooth thing. So as soon as you click on connect to Bluetooth, a list of nearby Bluetooth devices would appear, and you can select on Arduino HC05 and it's gonna connect with it. The next thing we're gonna do is we have to code for the button that we have inserted to turn on and off the LED. So we'll go to button. Over here we have various options like touch up, touch down, long click, just click, and all of those. So we're going to use button.touchdown. So what happens when you click or keep pressing the button? So it's gonna go and call the Bluetooth client and send a text. So over here we'll have to add a small text. So in code, to turn on the LED through serial monitor, we send a 1. So we're gonna add text 1 over here. Now we're gonna go back to button and we're gonna add button.touchup. So what happens when you release the button? You're gonna go to Bluetooth client and send a text again. But this time we're gonna send a 0 because to turn off the LED we are using 0 in our code. So guys, that's it. This is our code. We are done with our app. Now you'll have to go to build and click on app provide QR code. You can go ahead and scan the QR code that appears on the screen, and you can download the app and have fun with your app, guys. So guys, that's it for the video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching the video. Do consider subscribing to my channel and hit a like if you followed the video.